an example here. Okay, before we start, I'm going to tell a joke. Okay, the joke is, what starts with a P, ends with an E, and has 10,000 letters in it? What starts with a P, ends with an E, and has 10,000 letters in it? Do you know the answer? The answer is a post office. Okay, I hope that cheered you up. So now we're going to start with linear law. Here we have a question that has the vertical axis log x and the horizontal axis log y. There are two coordinates here. So they have asked to find an equation relating both of them. Now, whenever we are doing with linear and non-linear, okay, linear law requires us to pretend that this entire thing is on its own. So we can let this be, since they have called it big X, right? So we can call it X and Y. So the idea that as long as you're a straight line, you'll be considered to be related by y equals to mx plus c. Okay, so we're going to relate these two linear ideas using the linear y equals to mx plus c. So if I have negative 6, 0, these are the coordinates, and 0, 2, okay, they will help me find my m and my c values. So that's what I need to do. So I find my gradient first. Okay, so 0 minus 2, negative 6 minus 0. Okay, I get 1/3. Then I'm going to find the c value. Okay, the c value here is given as 2 because it intersects at 2. So my straight line is related by y equals to 1/3 x plus 2. Now we know that that's not true in the sense of big X and big Y. Okay, so the small y will be replaced by the vertical axis. Okay, and the small x is replaced by the horizontal axis. Okay, so take note, it doesn't mean that x must always be horizontal. So again, maybe we should label this. This is vertical, this is horizontal. Okay, so now that I found the equation for part 1. Hence, find the value of a and of b if y equals to ay power b. So you notice the logarithm is no longer there. So we will need to manipulate using logarithms. So here we have lgx. Okay, that's log 10. And we have lgy, that's also log 10y. Okay, we have to try to put them together. So I start with the original equation. So the first thing I need to do is to go backwards. Okay, so right now this is a linear form. A linear form as in there's two variables and there's a gradient, okay, and a c. So to go backwards, right, what I need to do is to consider placing 1/3 on top. Okay, and you notice that both of them have LG, but 2 doesn't have LG. So if I want to involve 2 into exactly one term, I must try to make LG related to 2. So the only way to do that is to introduce the idea of 1 equals to LG10, because log 10 is 1. So I'm going to add a LG10 here. The next step is to bring up the power. Okay, so now everyone is in LG. The one that I can group is the one on the right hand side. So for power rule, we have a plus whereby the base are the same. So we can group them together. So when we group them together, we multiply. Okay, so that's 10 squared is 100. I'm just going to write 100 y 1/3. Okay, so we are almost there. Remember, if we have the logarithm that is the same on the left and the right and is only single term, we can remove it. So we can end off saying that this is 100 y 1/3. Okay, which is the same as the form that's given in the question. So let's compare. So 100 is the coefficient in front. That would be my a value. And then 1/3, it's the power for y. Okay. This y is capital Y. Okay, better ensure that everything is using capital Y. So that will also conclude that my B will be 1/3. Okay, that's all for today's linear law revision.